Welcome back. Multi-discipline action now as we join 8 top athletes as they attempt the Peak to Creek. The idea behind Peak to Creek is to get from the mountain to the valley floor, from winter to spring, from snow to water. It's a relay competition between 3 teams with 8 athletes each. They are from 8 different sports, each one being a master of his trade. On the final leg of the race, they team up in 3 rafting boats. It's 10 o'clock, a rather chilly morning, and we are on the peaks of the Oats Valley at the Rettenbach Glacier, where skiing is still possible at the end of April. 2 Alpine skiers will race against the freerider Raphael Weibhofer from Innsbruck. I think I'm at a disadvantage because we'll mostly ski down slopes. There's only little off-piste skiing. The 2 other guys will be stronger there, I think, but I'll give my best and then we'll see.
Alles gut. 5, 3, 2, und los!
The start is at an altitude of 3,300 metres on the Schwarze Schneider, where the first Alpine Skiing World Cup race of the year traditionally takes place in October. At first, the 3 athletes race down the Zolden giant slalom slope. Then they ski off-piste for some time before reaching the final cat track. At the end of this most exhausting section, the mountain bikers are already waiting for them. The skiers needed about 8 minutes. Usually not racing longer than 2.5 minutes, 8 minutes of competitive skiing sounds like a tough call for the Alpine skiers.
So it was very tough for me with the GS skis, so it was hard in the middle section. I was very soft and I hurt my legs, but it was okay. It was a nice feeling.
It was extremely tiring. I think it was obvious how exhausted we were at the finish, but the snow was good, better than yesterday's dress rehearsal. I arrived first at the cat track, but the 2 others are much better gliders than I am. So Christoph overtook me immediately. Dominic and I, we fought out a battle at the end. We crossed the finish line more or less at the same time.
Well,
the mountain bikers kick off their race at an altitude of approximately 2,000 metres.
Der
Making the transition from winter to summer is a big challenge here in the Uvex Valley. We start in the snow where the skiers cross the finish line, and then we enter the single trails. There will be mud at first, then harder ground. It's very important to get the transition right in there, adapting the speed to the grip and not taking too high a risk. The route takes the mountain bikers through the Uvex Valley for roughly 23 kilometres. On this demanding course, Wolfgang, who is a downhiller, faces a very difficult task against the two cross-country mountain bikers. The bikes are different. He rides a downhill bike and I have a cross-country race bike. That's the biggest difference. I might have better endurance, but he's technically superior, especially on the downhill sections. That's where he should be faster, but he should have a hard time on the climbs.
Und ja, die steile Abfahrt sollte er schneller sein, aber die Anstiege sollte er schwer haben.
There's still some way to pedal for us. I think just under 15 kilometres. That's where the cross-country guys with their strong legs definitely have an advantage. Local hero Daniel Federspiel manages to build a nice gap, seemingly with ease, but then his bike is 3 kilograms lighter than the downhill bike. 45 minutes ago, the mountain bikers left the snowy slopes behind them. Mild temperatures warm up the mountain runners, who are about to take over down in the valley in Lagenfeld. Team Blue is in the lead. Yes, it makes things easier, but everyone needs to perform at his best, and then we'll see. It's certainly not a disadvantage to be the first runner on the course. Yes, it was a great race. I didn't take much of a risk downhill because I realised it was extremely dangerous. However, I gave my all on the climbs, which paid off in the end. A little bit nervous, yes. It'll be tough straight from the start. Uphill right away. Yes, those guys are mad. You madmen are crazy. It was exactly like I imagined. My worst nightmares. Those guys are in good shape. Great riders. And on such a long course, it was really exhausting.
Und das auf so einem langen Stück, das ist schon krass.
Ja, also wir laufen ziemlich
We set out on a flat section, then there's quite a steep ramp with a difference in altitude of roughly 500 meters. After that, there's still been waterfall, which will for sure be an interesting challenge. The fall is deep if one takes the wrong step. The Stoben waterfall is the highest waterfall in the Tyrol region, cascading down over 159 meters to the valley floor.
Team
competitions are always special, a relay in fact. If I run for myself, then I just pace myself. And if things go well, then okay. If they don't, then I'll slow down a bit. There's no slowing down in a team though. Every minute caught up or lost will have an impact on the team performance. That's why a team competition is always something special.
Dann natürlich die
And then the
Bergpassagen,
downhill
das ist
sections,
sehr, sehr
they're
schwierig.
really very, very
Und
difficult.
natürlich dann
You have to be in
muss
really
ich
good
gute
shape on the
Beine
last
haben,
kilometres
zu eng
before the
ist man
handover
draus,
to the
es ist
climbers.
wellig
The
und
ground
viel
is
auf Asphalt
uneven
und
and
Schulter,
we
also
run
wir müssen
mostly on
richtig schnell
asphalt and gravel.
gute Beine
Your
haben.
legs have to be strong and fast. Marcus and his competitors will need almost an hour for the 12-kilometre course. While the gaps between the runners do not change much, the climbers are getting ready. Lucky is for sure the best climber. He's the strongest. Stu is the brain. He's the wily fox. And Hans-Jörg is an alpinist. He's a bit of a wild guy.
Ein bisschen wild unterwegs. Gleich schnell eine Banane essen.
Oh, a banana quickly. It's a mixture of speed climbing, bouldering and lead climbing. Firstly, we climb the boulder, which is all about speed. Secondly, we run over to the next route before climbing it as fast as possible, attempting not to slip or fall down. Then we hand over to the cyclists. And we'll have the conclusion to this mammoth challenge after this very short break.